What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Crunt here, and today we are going to be doing another tier list. Today we will be ranking the World of Warcraft hardcore classic classes based on how racist you are if you play them. Now keep in mind this is exclusively for people who play hardcore classic. If you play normal classic, how this ranks out will be completely different to the hardcore variation. So, let's get into it. First off, we have the Druid. Now, the Druid is quite a helpful class. However, you can only play as one race for the Druid for each faction. So, it kind of makes you biased towards your own race because there's no other way that you can experience another race. So you're gonna have to put Druid in the racist category, simply for the fact that if you pick Druid, you're effectively locking yourself into one racial mindset. Therefore, Druid is just base racist. Next up, we have Hunter. This is the class that I've been playing in Hardcore Classic, and I have been having a blast. I love to steal tags, and I love to feign death and get other people killed because of my own misdeeds. It is such a great time. I also like to target gnomes. That's why hunters are giga racist. Next up, we have mages. Now, mages have a lot of utility, not really any healing spells, but they can help you get out of a bind with all their stuff like Frost Nova. They can get you around with portals, so they're quite helpful people. However, I know someone who's playing mage, and he is a giga racist, so we're gonna have to put it up there based on my personal experience alone. Next up, we have Paladin. Paladins are the holy warriors of the Alliance. They are quite good and very nice people. I'm gonna put Paladin as not racist because they heal you and they are very good and nice people. Next up, we have the Priest. Priest is the same as Paladin, except instead of melee, they are ranged, and they are much better at healing. Now, you may think that a Priest is, if a Paladin isn't racist, then a Priest can't be racist, but that's where you're wrong, because Priests usually fill the healer role, and therefore, they have control over who lives and who dies. And with that, you can't help but let a little bit of your bias come into who you let live and who you let die. Sometimes you're going to focus on certain people over others, and sometimes, honestly, you're going to base that off their race. So we're going to put Priest as casual racist. Next up, we have the Rogue. If there was ever a more solid class to just say is just borderline, just perfect racist, right there in the middle of the racist people, it is 100% Rogue. I don't know what it is, but just something about the way that they move, the way that they talk, just people that play Rogue, they're just so confidently racist. They're not giga racist, but they are definitely up there, middle of the pack, very strong contender for racist. Next up, we have Shamans, the elemental casters and fighters and healers of the Horde. Now, Shamans are quite spiritual, much like, you know, how the Paladin is a holy warrior, the Shaman is an elemental warrior. And, you know, they can help your allies out just like a Paladin can. But the Horde is naturally a more racist faction. So you kind of got to put a little bit of bias on there, because if you play a Shaman, you're probably a little bit racist. And that's okay, in my opinion. Next, we have Warlocks. Now, Warlocks use curses and dark magic and summon demons. Now, personally, I think that Warlocks are not that racist, as they dabble with other types of beings like demons. Demons aren't really a race, they're a whole different entity. So in that, they've kind of removed themselves from the racist, I guess, line or curvature of, you know, between casual to giga racist. They kind of fall off the line. They're in a complete different spectrum, if you will. so therefore they're going to be not racist. And last, we have the warrior. Now, depending on how you play warrior can depend on how racist you are. You could be a non-discriminate warrior that just kills everybody. In that case, you'd be not racist. Or you could go on a mass genocide and maybe you just hate people of certain races. And if that's the case, you would be, well, I would consider that giga racist. So we're going to have to go for a middle of the pack and just go for racist for warrior. Alright guys, that about does this tier list. If you think that I am wrong in my assignment of where your class is and how racist you are based on your class, sorry to tell you, but I am 100% correct. I've been playing a lot of classic hardcore since the official release, and I've seen and played classes, and I have observed the populace and their actions based on their class. So I have done the field research, and I know for a fact that this is based and true and real. So thank you guys again very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.